Did you know that if you deposit a check on Monday, the funds are cleared and deposited into your account on Tuesday? This is what is called T+1 clearing. Welcome to our channel. My name is John Martin and I am risk management consultant at KIPROD. In this short video, I will take you through two very important things that you need to know. Number one, I will explain to you the concept of clearing. And then number two, I will show you how the actual check clearing process works. And this is going to be a step-by-step process. Whether you are a bank customer or a SACCO member or just a professional in finance, then this process is going to make you have a clearer way of looking at things. Let's start with the term T+1 clearing, i.e. transaction day plus one. In simple terms, if you deposit a check on Monday, that is T, it clears on Tuesday plus one. That is the following working day. The system is used to give banks enough time so that they can actually be able to process, to validate, and to settle through the automated clearing house, which is managed by the Kenya Bank Association and regulated by the Central Bank of Kenya. So T+1 is a standard rule for local currency checks, which meet the cutoff time requirements. Many times it is usually 3 p.m. So now you need to remember that you deposit a check today, then it's cleared the next day, and that is T+1. Now let's look at the check clearing process. Now here is how the clearing process works behind the scenes, step by step. Step one, walk into your bank or the SACCO and deposit the check into your account. Or you could use a check deposit box. Or certain times you can also use the ATM deposit. Step two, the bank captures the check. Now, how does it capture the check? First of all, it scans the check and then it captures the data through the MICR. MICR is magnetic ink character recognition. And these are the words that you see, the numbers that you see at the bottom of the check. And the bank uses this now to be able to check any errors in the entire system. Step P. Before the cutoff time, your bank then takes the image and the data to the Kenya Bank has a clearing automated house. Now, your bank may have a specific cutoff time. That is, it may be 3 o'clock. But be that as it may, if you are a member of a SACCO, your SACCO may have a lower cutoff time in the event that they want to send the check to their bank at the end of the day. Remember, the SACCO is not a member of the clearing house. And that is why the SACCO deals with their bank. So by having a shorter period of the cutoff time, it means that then they can be able to subsequently send the check, to their own bank so that it can go to the automatic clearing house before their own cutoff time. Now we get into day two. This is the settlement stage. The automated clearing house acts as a digital switchboard and transfers this information to the paying bank, that is the bank of the drawer or the bank of the person who has issued the check. That is the customer. Then the central bank handles the actual money movement by settling between the banks, by settlement between the banks. That is, it credits and debits the different accounts, that the clearing bank and the paying bank. The clearing bank is, of course, the bank where the check has already been deposited. Now, funds confirmation. So, still on day two, we now have the funds confirmation by the paying bank. So the paying bank, what it does is it checks the account of the customer to see that there are funds on that specific account, and if there is any reason for the bank not to make a payment, and if everything is okay, then settlement is approved. So what happens if the check is unpaid? Now let's talk about the common things that happen sometimes. It may be unfortunate that the check is actually unpaid And when a check is unpaid, we call it dishonor, or the check has bounced, like many people or it is commonly known. Now, let's talk about common scenarios where, unfortunately, a check is unpaid. Sometimes, after going through the check payment process, what happens is that the paying bank would find that there could be either an anomaly or there could be something that is stopping the check payment. So let us now have a look at what are the instances which would cause a check to be unpaid. The common reasons for a check being unpaid could be: number one, insufficient funds; two, stop payment or countermand of payment; three, the check is still, or the check is out of date, or the check is postdated. Or there could be mismatches on the check, like signatures are not correct, or sometimes maybe the words and the amount in words and figures is not correct, or possibly even some extraneous matter. And five, there could be, legal reasons. Legal reasons, like for example, there is a freeze, there is a court order, and the account is supposed to be frozen. Again, so what happens? Then in this case now, remember, the paying bank has only 1 day to be able to make a decision in terms of whether or not to unpay the check or to pay the check. So, therefore, the check is returned unpaid through the automatic clearinghouse. The receiving bank reverses the check from your account. That is, where it is a credit, then of course it now removes the money from your account. You may also incur the return payment fees. And in this case, therefore, you need to talk to your bank to find out how much it would cost. The draw of the check could face reputational or legal implications. And how is this the case? Because it is unlawful in Kenya to issue a bad check. Anybody who issues a bad check, knowing that there is no funds on the specific account, then according to the law, and that is the section 316A of the Penal Code Cap 63, the person is liable to a fine of, say, 50,000, not exceeding 50,000, and the prison term of less than 1 year, or in fact, both. Yeah, so we're going to have some practical tips for the customer. A check deposit is not guaranteed money until it is paid or until it clears. Always wait for the final confirmation. Always wait for check confirmation before you can release goods or enter into any financial obligation or sign off certain contracts. This brings us to the end of the video. You now understand what T+1 clearing means. You understand the process, and you know what happens when the check is returned. Whether you are a staff member or you are a customer of the bank or you are a SACCO member, this information shows you how you can effectively manage your transactions. Got any questions or any experiences in check clearing? Talk to us. Drop them in the comments and reach to us. We would be very happy to talk to you.